I'll be perfectly honest. I have no freaking clue what we're doing.
You often
So,
don't. You often don't. All right.
yeah.
So,
Not the normal status of NCOs in many armies.
uh,
Mhm.
so good evening, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Fights, brought to you by Sean Connery and the Armchair Dragoons. His sarong looks menacingly, no, authoritatively. I think he looks authoritatively over this beautiful Borodino battlefield and greets you. We are also happy to welcome you into another gathering of the Royal Anti-Ron Society. I actually had the flappers explained to me. I don't know if you were all around for this, but the reason for the flappers is because Ron famously ditched us on a Saturday night so that he might have the opportunity to go to a 1920s themed murder mystery party. And
The Butler.
so yes, he's been marked for that as well. This is a strange night. This is not what we thought we were going to do. We thought we were going to do Spearhead, but we're not. Because people apparently home improvement has cost the Armchair Dragoons many. We had intended to have other people, but the main guy, our number one guy, Vance, he was apparently laying flooring, and that exceeded his retired capacity. Similarly, Jeff Dan Daly, War 1221, laid out by painting. And Destruct apparently had friends that aren't really friends, because if they were friends, they wouldn't have asked him to step away from a gaming table on a Saturday night. So we said,
I got a serious question. If these guys are retired, why are they doing all this work on the weekends?
well, valid.
What's Monday through Friday for?
Valid.
Exactly.
What were you doing? What were you doing Wednesday, man? What was going on a Wednesday? So we had we call audibles on a pretty regular basis here, and I make note. It's what you got to do. So I a while ago expressed my love of Xenos Rampant. I think it's a wonderful game. I think it's actually and it created and it created a real prospect for me. Hey, Red, it created a hope for me that we would be able to find a rule set to honestly replace the standard Grimdark rules, which are junk and have been junk for a long time, and return them to the spirit of the original Grimdark, which to me was Rogue Trader. And I started poking around, and we got into a series of conversations. And it was actually one of the players at this table who looked at a previous game we played, which was essentially a last stand scenario. It was the Battle at the Farm. The Battle at the Farm. And we said, well, we could do this in some other ways. Red says that weekdays are for your doctor's appointments. Fair point. And the Battle at the Farm played out. It was a fun scenario, but it felt really unbalanced. And it was actually Robert who then said, well, here's a last stand scenario for you. And he sent me a pretty famous last stand scenario from history. And I said, well, I wonder if I can balance this. And sure enough, you can. What you're seeing out here is some Space Marines. I went back. I didn't have to do Crimson Fist because I was no longer doing the Battle at the Farm or anything in that world. I brought back my Blood Angels, and I'm kind of proud of it. Yes, I am. And I also brought back, and so I brought back Squads Alpha through Foxtrot. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So we have 6 squads, 2 platoons of Space Marines. 2 players, 1 each. We now have all the freaking Space Orcs. Because, yes, that's what they were called. Because once upon a time, Games Workshop wasn't certain that their space game, which became 40K, was originally Rogue Trader, would succeed. So they said, well, they're orcs, but they're space orcs. And so they came out with these. And so we don't have 6. We have 6 on a side. Each led by, I figured, Chesty's boys. And Shakers. Where did I put Shakers? There he is. He's right up there in the front. Because they do have to be attached to a unit. Who has... Okay, I know OJ and Achilles have played Xenos Rampant. Chrono, have you?
Yes, I have. I have the rulebook.
Okay, cool. Robert, you?
Nope.
All right. So it's not exactly a complex system. I'm actually going to talk about the scenario first, because it is the last stand scenario right out of the book. The Let's go here. It is the, see, it's really not that hard when you have a, here we are. Scenarios. Last Stand, otherwise known as Scenario Lima. One detachment has become surrounded during an enemy offensive. It is grotesquely outnumbered and can only hope to survive long enough that either the enemy attack loses its momentum or a counteroffensive can break open the pocket so that it can escape. We set up the terrain in a mutually agreeable fashion. Well, none of you agreed to this. I just set it up. With some sort of defensible position contained within the center of the table. Behold. The defender will deploy within that settlement and within 18... It's, did I double this? I'm so bad. I'm sorry. I did not. So yes, within 9 inches of the center of the table. You've got to... I pulled this out for a photograph. You got to put them within 9 inches of the dead center, which I'd say is pretty much right where Squad Charlie is standing. All right. The attacker deploys their detachments within 6 inches of one or more table edges. You can deploy anywhere. But you got to be within 6 inches of a table edge. When any unit from the attacker's detachment, attacker, that's the orcs, is routed or destroyed, an identical unit may be brought onto the table as a reinforcement. You're going to roll a die. On a 1 to 3, it arrives in 2 turns. On a 4 to 6, it arrives in 3 turns. The commander's unit, if recycled, does not provide commander bonuses and loses commander traits. The attacker can willingly rout any of its own units that fail a courage test, and that allows it to return as reinforcements. Objectives. The attacker gets 1 enemy victory point for each unit worth 4 points, 1 to 4, destroyed. He gets 2 points for each unit worth 5 to 8, and he gets 3 for each worth 9 to 12. I will not surprise you and say that each of these squads has been pointed out to 8, although there is a little imbalance. I'll get that. The defender gets 1 point for every turn the game lasts. All right. There's really only one big thing that is different for those who have already played it, although Krana will be already from this is just one thing we haven't played with before. That's what I wanted to say. Let's go to detachment compositions. Yes. It will be noted. Where did it go? Where did I put him? Squad Foxtrot has anti-tank capacity. You're going to want to look up what anti-tank does. But Squad Echo has this creature right there. And that is, I want to find the rule for it.
Back into the fray.
Nope, back into the fray is that's bog standard for elites. I just decided to. Anti-tank is. What do that for? No. They have fire support. They get fire support. What, you may ask, is fire support? Fire support is...
Nasty,
Off-board artillery?
basically.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
See, if Ron was here, he would have that unit because he used to be in the artillery.
Where did it go?
Where is it?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of the things that they didn't build it right in. Does not trigger the firefight. There we go. Found it. As an ordered activation, successful on a roll of 8+, this unit can make a shoot action against a single target within line of sight. There are no penalties for range, and the barrage hits on a 4+. Ignore any rules that the unit that might affect shoot action. So it's just a straight shot. Dice are rolled, dropping 5 if it's less than half strength, 10 if it's full. If more ones are rolled than hits, the player whose unit was being... This is nasty. If you roll more ones than hits, the player whose unit was being targeted may select a different unit, friend or foe, within 6 inches of the target to be hit by the barrage instead. Fire support does not trigger a firefight shoot back. If the targeted unit is inside a building, resolve hits against the unit first, and then the building takes the same number of hits. So it's a free long range, it's a free attack at long range. Well, it's not free, you gotta roll for it. No penalties for range, and the barrage hits on a 4+.
What page did you see that description of fire support on, Jim?
I don't have proper... I guess it is. You gotta remember, I'm looking at Kindle. So my Kindle isn't the same depending on how your text is.
Okay, I was just gonna say though, if you tap on it, on the application,
no, on
an actual Kindle device or on a
PC?
Okay, it will expand it out and take you.
In my PDF copy, it's on page 64.
Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. I was way off base.
It's at the end of the shooting chapter or shooting section in Battle Rules.
I don't know why I didn't delete heavy anti-tank because it's heavy weapon. There we go. Squad Foxtrot has a heavy weapon. That means all 6s do 2 hits.
Charlie's.
Any other goofs? Do I have any other goofs? I did.
Charlie's the same.
Yeah. Fixing it.
Page 108 if you're on Kindle.
Is it deliberate that the building that's on fire is the only one that actually has a window?
I want you to know how much work I put in to making that bloody window. That is a separate model of all things.
Yes, you're right.
And not only that, it's 2 models. It's a blue model. That square is blue. And this is how I learned. Mechanical Turk actually had to walk me through the process of doing that. God, that's hard. The reason it's there, that's how the orcs can climb in through that window. That's the hospital window.
Mm-hmm.
There's a window, there's a door right there.
I was just thinking of those poor space marines who can't fire out of the buildings.
Oh, they can shoot out of anything. They can kick a hole through anything they want if they want to go inside.
Ah.
Didn't you watch the movie?
Come on, man. You can loophole the stuffing out of that thing. And this
the movie's as old as I am.
This building is also a I believe we determined that our standard brickle building would be a armor 5. These buildings are old school. I was going to ask Haz. I thought I had more time to get to this. I was going to ask Haz to get the colliders out of it. You're not going to be able to get into them, so we'll position you to indicate if you do want to go inside them, whether you're behind them or things like that, because you will not be able to go inside them. All right. So who wants to be orcs and who wants to be space marines?
I'll take an orc. I'll take one of the orcs.
All right.
I will play orc. I've never played orc, so.
All right. All right, Robert Noj. Grab your. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is set up your 2 squads. I'm going to give you a little leeway because this is a double-sided game. So I think we can go out to 12 inches. Let's see how that looks. If it seems right, we'll stick with it. Obviously, this guy is too far out. If that seems wrong, we might even go a little farther. The goal is to get you kind of centralized, but obviously you can move once the game starts.
And I'm sorry, what are we going 12 inches off of?
Center.
Let me put a die there. What do you think?
Yeah.
About there, I'd say. Yeah. How's that feel?
Do we have to be 12 inches roughly about from that?
Yeah.
I'm guessing, Chrono, you're taking Chesty's boys.
I'll take Chesty's boys, yeah.
All right. Just make sure you sub him into one of the units and move that unit to the side. Perfect.
All right. Robert, you taking the starboard side?
Yeah, guess so.
All right. Cool.
Hey, what's this counter here? Or
Which
you
one?
probably can't see it, can you?
It's probably an artifact that
Yeah.
those weird counter artifacts you get sometimes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
can't-
that's why I said you probably can't see it.
I cannot.
Realized. Which is weird too, because under the orcs there's like a couple of text documents that you probably can't see, but
I can save and
Showing up for
reload.
me.
You want to?
yeah, it doesn't matter to me because they're the orcs. I'm not playing orcs. So.
It's not that big of a deal.
All right. All right. What do we got going on here in the chat just before we get started? Because these games haul.
It's a landmine.
And can the orcs only come in from the one direction, or they can
You can come in from
any
any direction according to the
Any-
rules.
direction?
Mhm.
Any direction.
That's-
You can come from
that's-
any
that's the
board
thing.
edge.
Yep. That's
Okay.
part of the deal, and so they can do whatever. And just because it's been asked for and Has did do it, and we love Has, there you go. It's right. It's in a place of honor, lest you had any doubt. So yeah, Robert, you got to maintain basic squad cohesion, which isn't. You're going to discover a lot of the things in this game just don't matter that much.
It just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. Battle rules. There we go.
Oops.
Unit cohesion. You gotta what the theory is, you're supposed to take one guy in every group, and everybody else has to be within 3 inches of that guy. So it's like, maybe it's Squad Alpha, Brother Chard. That's great. That's perfect. See, we have Brother Chard and we have Brother Bromhead.
Brother Chode.
You take that back. This is from. Why am I Mad Mark? This is from Mad Mark's Works Drift.
So can we start with somebody inside the burning building, the hospital?
Space Marines?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As long as
As long as
it's
it's
within
within
12
12
inches, yeah. That's fair.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
the building is, but we couldn't be down here at the far end.
Right,
to
no.
Take it.
fair. Yeah.
We'll leave them outside for the moment.
So, Robert, for your benefit, shooting is 360 degrees, sighting is 360 degrees. You can't shoot through your own guys. Go fig. If one figure can see, everybody can see. Movement is just very much the same, although I don't think you're going to be doing a ton of moving. Obstacles are a little different. You come at all these. By the way, do you love it? Ask actual biscuit boxes. How do you like that? Look at this. Huh?
Oh, so you get a snack. Right.
You can have a snack during the battle. Yeah. But no, the whether they be the biscuit boxes or the melee bags, they are obstacles that you have to walk up to them and stop, and then you climb them on the next turn and continue moving. So they are a stop to movement. So definitely the defenders are going to want to think about that. We'll walk through all the rest of it as the saucy orcs start approaching. It's an activation-based system. When you look at your tooltips, you're going to see that you have some actions that are free. If you choose to do that action in a turn, you don't have to roll for it. If it doesn't have free, you have to take 2 dice and roll that number or better. If your leader, obviously in your case it's the 2 squad leaders, it is the squad leaders. If your leader is within 12 inches, you get a +1 to that activation roll. The nasty bit is if you fail an activation, that ends it for you. Oh shoot, I'm gonna need cards. Holy stuff.
How many guys can I squeeze in the redoubt?
That readout is going to wind up being decorative. I seriously debated pulling it. It is to scale based on the picture you sent me. That's the problem when you got guys that have been with us this long, like Chrono and OJ. It's way, way back in Haz's mod pile.
It's in the archives.
Even Achilles is kind of way back here.
Hey Jim, when you get a second, Haz is asking what mod the.
He has an answer to that now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, no worries. Who am I forgetting? Who I don't know?
I want chicken beaks.
So do I, man. So do I. You know that. Come on.
OJ, rogue trigger unless they're chicken beaks.
Yeah, OJ's in the first. You're in the first group, OJ. The very first one.
So you said Echo's got the artillery?
Let me see. It's dude that's got this special toy. Not him. Why doesn't he? Because he's got it. Why don't I have him?
I don't know.
Why was it taken away from him? That's not just.
I think there's 2 units with fire support.
Yeah, right. Because this is 2 squads. That's how I made the points work. Echo's got it. Each army should have the each detachment, I guess they're called. There's the heavy weapon. There's a heavy weapon.
There's my fire support right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I stepped away from the desk.
No, that's no problem.
You know, it would be cool if the orcs were in a hidden box, so we wouldn't necessarily know what they have or how much they have.
We have infinite, so it really doesn't.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't matter.
That's true. That's true.
They're going to keep coming till you're all dead.
This is true. I don't know.
You just like Heidi boxes. I know.
I like Heidi boxes.
I think we're about 110 guys short here.
I wish to register a complaint. All right, orcs, set it up.
You said within 6 inches, right?
6 inches of any base edge.
And it's like all
These hills block line of sight.
Yep. You can blame Robert for that.
100% will.
Can't blame me, man. I just found the picture online and sent it to you.
You did. That's true.
Now I gotta hunt for that Alamo one.
Yep, because Alamo is going to be Space Marines against Tyranids.
Or Tyranids.
Do the Space Marines get cannons?
They get heavy weapons. They're going to need them because I actually might get them. I might give them a Hermagaunt.
Yeah.
you could stop cheering for the bad guys in these stories, Chrono. I'm just saying.
Now aren't bad guys.
Well, I played one Alamo game, and I
Arguably, Imperium are bad guys. So, hey.
one of my guys was manning the cannon at the top of a ramp, and there
Mhm.
were guys in the courtyard.
Mhm.
So you know how we keep making the joke about assaulting with the cannon.
Mhm.
I did.
I believe you.
Chrono,
Push
I
the
think
cannon
Jim
down
just
the ramp.
said that your Bavarians and your Saxons are the bad guys.
I know, right? What's up with that?
Yeah.
No, they're just fickle. That's their problem. Custer's Last Stand.
Oh, jeez.
Hook is an interesting study because if you know anything about the history, he actually kind of gets shafted in that movie. They wanted a redemption arc, and so they gave it through Hookie, and he was actually a model soldier.
Yeah. Teetotaler, I think.
Yes, and he was teetotal. That's the other thing.
Or his daughters walked out of the movie. They were still alive.
I did like the fact, though, that the guy who played him, I respect this, because the character I played at the Renaissance Fair, I actually found his tomb in Norfolk, England, and went and said sorry. The guy who played Hook went and found him and also apologized. Didn't do the dead guy much good, but it was still an honorable thing to do.
One of those situations they should have just made up somebody that wasn't actually there.
Maybe point would have been better.
Well, I mean, you can.
Then you're not putting shade on someone.
Right, exactly.
Are we gonna roll for commander traits, or are we just gonna go without them?
No, we're going to do commander traits once you're in.
Okay. No, I'm ready.
Seem to.
Oh, I see.
Can't seem to what?
I was trying to get these guys to move without the little thing that's under them.
I think it's an error part. It's an error. It's sort of just part of the graphical model for some reason.
Ah.
You have to
Error.
do it, click drag.
Error.
All right, Has, I swear to God, if this breaks this,
Oh.
you move too fast, man. You move too fast.
Oh,
Ah.
Jeez.
Explosion. An explosion of orcs.
I think you're out of unit cohesion.
I think so.
All right, I'm saving this before I do this kludge job Has just recommended to me.
Into a Space Orcs game and a comedy broke out.
I have literally never done this.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
Magic.
Check that out. Thank you, Has. Over here too.
That's one good point for head.
It is at that. It's gonna hiccup again, gents. Oh, maybe it won't. That ain't a kludge, Has. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. For realsies. You know, I'm very disappointed in. Nobody is coming from this side of the map. I don't understand.
It's just the fact that it's a barren plain, devoid of any cover.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Gee. I wonder why. Why would nobody do that?
This is. I don't know. This isn't very bold. This isn't very orky. This seems very strategic. Do orcs engage in strategy? Hey, Velker, do orcs engage in strategy?
Not often.
They're cunning. They are cunning, though. Brutally cunning. And cunningly brutal.
I fear that this is seriously messed up. I don't know how many of these guys are supposed to be in each group.
Be 10, I think.
I thought so too.
You're in tens. You're in tens. This is the nice thing here. This is blindingly simple. You should be good. I'm serious. You should be able to just sort them out that way.
Even tankers can figure it out.
Oh boy.
Man.
I was going to cut to Marines. I was going to spare present company.
Yeah, except for loaders. They don't have enough fingers.
True. True. We don't need smoke.
Ah.
I do need my beloved damage marker. I really wasn't quite ready for this. Oh.
The orcs didn't bring knee mortars?
Well, I was seriously... I'm keeping this simple, but there are parts of me that wanted to include vehicles, that wanted to, like I say, give them a kill a can, all kinds of stuff.
Okay. My favorite thing about Rogue Trader,
Mm-hmm.
you can make your own chapter and you can give them
Sure.
whatever weapons you wanted.
Yep.
I used to assign a squad with 2 grenade launchers. The
Okay.
only weapon in the game that fired indirect.
That's right. Yeah.
And the best part was when they first brought out the Tyranids. I'll fight you. We were fighting, had the hallways, and they're there charging down the hallways, and I start lobbing blind grenades at them. Well, doesn't it affect you? Nah, read the rules, man. We got visors that automatically blank that stuff out. You, on the other hand, blinds you and you remove your model.
Yeah, and I don't know who's... I think squads have to be... All units have to be 1 inch apart from other units. That's at all times. So squads Delta and Echo have to just get 1 inch apart.
Okay.
No big deal.
So the orcs need to be 1 inch apart. That
Correct.
Each group of 5 or
Each group of 10. Each group of 10. There's no group of 5. They're all 10s.
No, what? They have no fire teams?
No, they do not. You don't want that. That's how those orcs got blastoed in the one game you did play. While we're doing... Go ahead.
This is Valor and Fortitude in space?
Yes. Yes. No, in no way. Let's do some commands while we're doing it. We'll start with our friends, the Space Marines. I determined that they are tactical. They are tactical commanders. I need a 1d6 from the first Space Marine commander, please. Tell me what you roll.
Robert.
Oh. Zoom in, zoom out. Oh, I don't want to use that one. That's an orc roller.
Space Marines are over here. A 4. Maneuver. Each turn, 1 unit within 12 inches of your commander may treat move as a free action.
That could come in handy.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it is, especially since that ain't free for you. All right. OJ, roll 1, tell me what you get.
6. Hold the line.
Each turn, 1 unit within 12 inches of your command model may ignore a compulsory wild charge and may instead take an ordered action. Tragically, you have no wild charges.
Yep. I was about to say.
Yeah.
Not any benefit from that.
Yeah. And now, since I think you're all set up, right, Chrono?
Yep.
1d6. I have determined you are warlords.
Oh, warlords. Different. I was looking at aggressive.
You think aggressive is better? It works either way. What do you think?
Either way, I'll take either.
All right, we'll do warlord. What'd you roll?
5. Crack shot.
Crack shot. When shooting, your commander's unit may re-roll up to 2 failed hit dice.
Kind of handy. Especially since orcs tend to miss a lot.
Yeah, I don't know whether as a shoot action or when using the firefight rule. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Using
nice.
the firefight rule is going to be more handy for me than trying to shoot.
Yeah,
out.
well, honestly though, orcs trying to shoot people out of places is a poor play.
Yes. In
You know.
either version of the game.
Yeah, it's not their MO. Achilles, you sorting out?
I seem to have a couple of extra guys somehow.
All right, you got this dude here. He goes out because you got to put Shaker in with this group. He's your leader. So we'll get rid of him. And we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 10. 10. Linear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yes. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's make sure you got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And I got your last guy right here.
Okay.
How you want them set up?
Pretty much the way they are. It's just I just wanted to keep them, try to get them an inch apart. So.
Oh, you're going with the in mass rule. You're going with the in mass attempt.
Okay. They have to be within 6 inches
Of?
the base
Or
inch.
the-
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you're gonna have to snug them up a whole lot more than that. Get them all. Foot. That's not
I mean, these guys are fine where they are because even if they're within 6 of this,
that corner. Yeah.
so your corner is like,
Yeah, I was just trying to give him a guidepost.
yeah.
These guys should be within 6 here. Yep. Okay. That should be
All right, I'm gonna
about
get
it.
used to playing it from this side, even though I really don't want to, because nobody's coming from that entire side of the.
There's
you
no
leaving these
cover,
guys-
for God's sake.
No, I, you know, you look at it, you understand, but it's still a whole thing.
Achilles, you're leaving these guys here.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
All right,
I thought
now,
so, I
and
just
the
wanted to
last thing
make
we got to do for you, Achilles, is figure out the stats for Shaker himself.
All right.
1d6.
One die.
Yep.
6.
He is a champion.
Oh,
During attacks, whether attacking or defending, your commander's unit may reroll up to 2 dice. That
That's
is saucy. Especially for orcs. That is the prime orc capability, I should think. Make these cards a little bigger. Excuse me, Sean. Everybody ready to go? This is turn 1. Here we go.
What's firefight?
Firefight is if you have that ability, you may opt to shoot back at someone shooting at you. And therefore, what you do is, if you do it, you have to make an activation check. It's a 7+. And if you make it, you get to shoot back, so it's like a simultaneous shoot back and forth.
Okay.
I'm going to put Robert at the bottom of the turn. He will get to go. I just want him to watch a couple people play through.
What's ranger?
Ranger is it is not a movement thing, which is something Jeff said. He got a demerit for saying that.
Well, don't tell me it's the surprise attack.
No. It's not a surprise attack. If it is in If it's in rough terrain, which we don't have any of on this board, the only thing, if you're in, you get your normal attack, defense, armor profile when fighting in rough terrain.
It's normally demerited somehow. I can't remember how exactly at this moment, but normally it's a demerit.
Chrono.
I would like to know what is open order.
That's also a movement thing.
That's the movement thing. That's the movement thing that Jeff applied to Ranger.
Ah,
This unit
Open
does
order
not
is-
have its movement in rough terrain.
okay.
Let me remember how I'm going to do this. I'm going to activate these boys here to move.
Them boys there.
Free.
Well, that's free.
I don't think it ranged a charge yet, so there's going to
No,
do
there's
their
no wild charge. So, Robert, wild charge if he gets... And by the way, with that fence in the way, you can't wild charge him if he is close, because you're going to hit the obstacle first.
No doubt. And these guys are going to move because
That's what they do.
it's what they do. They have free moves. I'm just going to move everybody.
Yeah. Who is to blame you? Not I. All right.
So moves 8 inches.
Yes. It varies. It's on your tooltip.
It should be your boys move.
Most everybody is 8, but it is on your tooltip.
There are a few.
Okay.
There's some different unit types that are in movement.
Mm-hmm.
I think heavies have a slow
Heavies are
movement.
slower. You've got some of your Eldar, whatever we've classed them as, had a 12, I think.
Yeah, they're speedy as hell.
Yes, they are indeed. All right, that's everybody for you, right, Chrono?
That's it.
And a key point here, Robert, you can only do one thing a turn. So in this instance, Chrono, taking advantage of the fact that he's an orc and that it's free, moved. That's what he did. Achilles.
Here they come.
Let me fix that collider, too.
You can't get vehicles in this game. They're usually like. It's not a high vehicle count game. It's not.
Well, I love it for that, honestly.
Yeah, it very much is like this is mostly infantry. Vehicles are like big shooty models that are fun to play around with, but
And you can do a reasonable job of modeling, in broad terms, most of the vehicles in Warhammer 40K.
oh, yeah, definitely. I was tweaking around with the different stats a while back when I first got the rules. I'm like, what can I build? What can I build?
Yeah.
Can we have a Titan?
What's that?
Can we have a Titan?
You
That's
could.
fire-
You could have.
That's
You
what
could.
fire support is. That's
Yeah.
fire
That.
support.
But yeah. Exactly. At this scale, we can imagine you have one. It's just not on the table.
Okay, I'm done.
Awesome. So that means that certainly this next card is going to be OJ.
All right. So
I'd like
my
to lay
move,
smoke,
I need
please.
It's 2d6, right, to move.
For if you wish to move, it's 2d6 and you need a 5+.
The orcs have cigars and cigarettes. They're already smoking.
All right. I'm sorry. That was for Alpha
Movement.
Squad.
Alpha,
Yeah.
got it. All right. Alpha's moving.
So the whole squad can go in the building?
Absolutely.
All right. Boom. And you said we're just going to hold them off to the side?
Nope. Because of Has, you can go in. You can go in.
Oh, I can.
See?
All right. So hang on just a second. What's my movement?
8 inches.
Yeah, they are.
They are inside. But we can't see inside the building. Oh, there it goes. Can we?
They have windows.
No, you don't get to open. Just highlight them. You'll see where they are. Click
Yeah.
and drag them. You get a nice view of them.
Oh, there.
Send you some of my other alternate
All right.
squads I put together just because they're fun.
Mhm.
Later.
All right.
Uh,
So that's Alpha Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo Squad. Refresh my memory here.
Mm-hmm.
This base is within 18 inches. The whole squad can shoot, or just
Absolutely.
One base?
Yep.
Okay. So
I don't think I can firefight because you're out of my range. So
I do have fire support.
You could
This
do
guy.
that too.
Let's try fire support. Why not?
All right, fire support is activates on an. Is that an 8? I believe. I think we said.
Yes, I believe it was an 8.
8 or
So
better. Nope, no fire support. All right, and that's unfortunately everybody for you. So now we go over to Robert, and we say what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you fail an activation roll, you're done. Just
Yep.
FYI.
So do all the things that are free first.
How far would they move? Okay, so when he hits that wall, he has to stop.
Yeah, when the orcs hit this wall, they have to stop. Yes.
Okay. I'll take my free move with Delta. Because I'm at the wall, it doesn't impede my movement, correct?
No, it doesn't. But you don't. You. Does he have that maneuver ability?
I have I have one unit can free
Dig
move
it.
with
Rock and roll. 8 inches.
the unit's black line of sight.
Yes. Figures do, to be clear.
I will clean this up, I promise.
He's perching.
He's definitely perched.
But he really wants to get in the redoubt.
I know.
Okay. Let me look tactically here. I don't think, well, they wouldn't all fit in the Foxtrot's going to try and move.
Foxtrot, you need a 5 or better on 2 dice.
No.
Nope, that's it. All right. Turn 1, which means that the Space Marines have knocked down a point. 1 point! I suppose what a fellow ought to do, go in here and get a component, grab a die.
A point tracker.
Perhaps so.
That's not fair. Achilles slipped his die roll around on our side.
Dirty infiltrator. 1, now it's 2. It is turn 2.
I don't see a die there.
You don't see a die here?
No.
Yeah.
It's a
Giant purple thing?
You don't see a giant purple die?
Oh, purple's invisible.
Get out. That's so weird.
No, I can see it.
No, I'm making a joke about.
Oh my god, why are you doing that to me? I'm weak of spirit.
Hey, that should be worth another couple squads of Space Marines.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Orcs are playing games with the GM. My god. All right, we'll flip a card. See who's next.
Hey, you're intruding into my realm there. Back off.
Robert, you're up again.
Okay. I don't know if they're within range of him, though.
Oh, and the tactical nukes.
I just have to have one figure within range.
Yeah, 1-to-1. Yeah, and you don't have to be. Yeah, it's his squad anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I got enough movement to make the wall.
Looky there.
Okay. Let's try Foxtrot again.
Foxtrot.
Good enough.
Why did that not print? Anyway.
You do a double move?
Nope.
I'm joking.
Do me a solid and face him the right way. My aesthetics are offended.
Well, I'll fix them. I promise.
All right.
They're moonwalking.
Oh, okay. They're Space Marines. They're doing.
You gotta
what
watch
the-
your 1 inch there too.
Yeah, you're too close to those guys.
I'm sorry. I will fix that. Then.
It's like Valor and Fortitude. They got cooties.
They got cooties. Except that's shooting.
What's that?
Well, it doesn't
A
matter.
little more. There you go. You're good.
And Echo. Let's try and move that.
Mm-hmm.
Do not hit clear until dice come in. What?
Yeah, those dice are falling somewhere. That's so funny. That's why it didn't print. There it is.
It's not my fault that they fell on me.
It was not your fault. It was not. Oh.
Check the inch there, please. That's not what I meant to do. Definitely not what I meant to do. Okay, get off of them.
You trying to line them up at this wall?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're gonna have to. He can't go quite there because it doesn't matter, but he can't get within an inch of this guy.
That's what I was going to ask.
Let's see how we doing. Nope, too close. How about now? Still not there. There we go. Good enough. That's all your guys, right?
Yep.
All right. Next, OJ.
All right. We'll attempt. We'll shoot with Bravo Squad first.
Mm-hmm.
Those are in range.
Are they in the? They're 18. Are they further out than 12 though?
Yeah.
Which means they get an extra point of armor.
Okay.
But you're still rolling 10 dice. Now, Robert, this is against his shoot value, which is a 4+. Shooting is free, so it's 10 dice for 4 or better.
4 better?
Mm-hmm. Because remember, we then check against his armor.
I keep looking at the shoot where it says 5+. I keep looking too far up the stats.
1, 2.
It's a lot of
2,
ones.
3, 4.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That was 1.
So that's
Kills
because
one.
they have. Yeah, good point. That's just a 1. All right,
Because they got plus 1 armor.
Yeah, they have, however, taken a kill. And because of that, and they do not have a commander in range. No, they do not. So they have to make a check.
Over here.
Where is he?
Bad
He's
thing
in
happens.
squad.
Oh, he is in range. So that's a bad thing happens. His courage is a 4+, but it's a -1, so it's a +1. 2 dice. He needs a 4 or better. Whew.
Ooh.
That was close, but it's successful. Mike, continue.
Right. These guys are those in range and viewable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We might as well take that shot. He's
All right,
got a
this
heavy
is
weapon.
that's your heavy weapon, which means all your 6s count for 2.
All right.
This will be 10
10
dice
dice.
for 4s.
Not a
Well, you have to roll a
5.
6 for it to matter.
Yeah.
5. He's going to get that +1. His base armor is 2, but it goes to 3, so that's just 1 kill.
I rolled,
He rolled 5.
5, yeah.
So a long range shot, but still counts. Is he close enough? I see his guy way in the back there.
Probably not.
Nope. So that's a 1 hit. He's got a courage of 4, so it's a 5. 2 dice, 5 or better.
Hey, stop using our.
Got it. Mike, continue.
All right. And then I will attempt to move Alpha Squad that's inside the building.
Mm-hmm. 5 or better.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just going to snug up against the wall here.
You going to the wall or are you going? Okay, I'm watching it. I can see it. Keep going. There you go.
Go to the floaty window.
He's going to the floaty window.
Yep, one of them.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way you're getting in on this side. Now, Mike, do you declare yourself in contact with the window so that if he gets in contact, it's a melee, even though you have heavy cover? Or are you gonna? The point is, are you gonna let him try to get in?
Oh. Let's let him try and get in. I think we can.
All right, because then he's gonna hit the wall and stop because it's an obstacle at that point. All right.
But if I go up against the window and he hits the wall,
Then you're fighting for that space.
Okay. And then for him to get in, what's he have to do? Maybe
He's got to stop, and then the next turn he can move, which he gets for free, and he'll come in.
Okay. So yeah, I will man the window.
Manning the window. All right, now we know. So that also means that this, well, it'll be a wild charge, is what it is. All right, that's it. Next. I bet it's an orc. Chrono. Wild charges.
I got a test for that, right?
Yeah, you got a as if you mined somehow 5+.
Start with these guys.
Yeah.
So, shouldn't you move your other guys first?
No, wild charges are first.
Oh.
So that means I don't have to wild charge, right?
You don't have to, correct.
And then I think these guys are technically in range as well.
Could they get there?
Set 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also passed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Check some stats and I'll start rolling.
These are some very well organized orcs. Who knew? So that's a move up to the wall. Okay. You've had done with them. That's funny. Just don't know if you can. Hang on a second. Yep, you're fine. Rock on.
And these guys are going to try and make an attack.
They even have to check for that?
You do.
Somehow it seems wrong, but yeah, 7 are better.
It's 5.
Oh, 5 are better, yeah. Rock
Shoot,
on.
I was trying to shoot to be 7.
Yeah, that's what I always think of. Yep.
Way to go.
Rawr! Alright, that's a heavy...
Think.
As with heavy armor, obviously it's a back and forth. Don't have counter charge, which is very interesting. Not giving that to Space Marines. So our Space Marine friends, they have a defense value because that's what they're looking at. Well, it's the same, so it's 4. Oh, thank you, Chrono. That's so good. That is excellent. Very organized. Attack is also 4. This is 10 dice for 4 both ways. Ow! How much you hit him for?
1,
I
2,
got
3, 4.
2.
Hit him for 4.
Hit him for 4. Well, actually, that's not going to hit him for anything then. Because he's got an armor of 4. Okay.
Yeah.
But that kills one of yours.
Oh.
That kills one of his. All right, so Chrono, a check on 1. Your commander in range? Sitting
He
over
should
there?
be. He's right on the corner here.
All right, coolness. 2 dice for... 2 dice for 4. No. Ow. That is a half move back, and you are shooked.
So you have to get more than their armor to make a kill.
No, you have to hit the armor level. He had 2 extra levels because that's heavy cover in that.
Because of heavy cover, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I got to go find what the last time was. I actually had to use the fire markers. Did we use it in Spearhead?
I think we have him in Spearhead. We have some kind of fire marker in Spearhead, pretty sure. There it is.
All right.
All right.
Is that all
That's
your
it
boys?
for me. That's all my boys.
Well, therefore it's Achilles.
The last one's me.
It is. You have a wild charge, Achilles.
Except I can't.
Oh, it's out of range. No, he's at the wall now. So that's.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got to go
So
get.
it is.
Is
okay.
he within 8 inches?
Yes.
Two. Well, maybe.
I have two of them.
That
are
guy
within my
is. How about that guy?
You
That's how
just
you want
measure
to call
to
it.
the wall, don't you?
No,
Since
you
they're
measure
at the
you
wall.
measure base to base.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, they
Barely.
both are. So which one you want to check first?
Well, I was going to do this one first.
All right, get 2 dice.
That's what I was trying to do.
2 dice. 2 dice, 5 or better.
You have to know the orcs don't have high-powered blades.
I noticed that. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so 9 means they passed, right?
Yep. So they don't have to.
They don't have to, but what if I want to?
You have to roll for it later. You've got to deal with your wild charges first. So you got another one
Okay.
here.
So I don't get to do the wild charge if I pass.
Yeah, if you pass, you don't wild charge. Correct.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
You don't charge automatically.
All right. And this guy is also a 5+. Passes.
Yes.
All right, so everybody's under control. You can do what you want now.
Okay. Now I can charge.
If you, well, here's the point. Now you have to check to charge. Oh, that guy's in range too?
No.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
This guy
a
too.
lot of them are.
Checking.
Oh, wait, we did that wrong.
What's that?
A wild charge activation test involves rolling 2 dice and the total. If equal to or higher than unit's attack characteristic, it immediately carries out an attack activation against an enemy of your choice it can see if within range. If less than the unit's attack characteristic, remains stationary and takes no further action.
Oh, so it's like it's a complete failure. Got it.
So
All right, so this boy was the guy you checked first.
No, this
No,
guy's
that guy.
got
So
to
in he
first.
goes. Yep. Straight.
And that kind of makes more sense. You'd be more likely to make a wild charge.
Yeah. I get it.
Well, what's awesome is I finally get to do what I was trying to do
In the first place. Well,
first place.
you're gonna have to make contact, and then you try to get the other guys as close as you can, just like Chrono did.
Okay.
Just like this, a little like that, a little like this, a little like that. Little pivoting doesn't hurt nobody.
Okay.
All right, so now it's 10 for 4 versus.
Oh, do I have to finish that before I do anything else?
No, yeah, you have to do the fight. Yeah, the fights happen right away.
Okay.
So it's 10 for 4 and 10 for 4. Yep, 10 for 4 both ways.
Get your hand off my dice roller.
Ow! How many did you hit him for?
1, 2,
3,
4, 5, 6.
That's 1.
Yeah, that was my dice roller.
And hit him back.
It's the only one I have. You've got 2 up there. I don't know why you steal mine.
Ooh,
Oh, jeez.
and many for you.
Wow.
9. And he's got
Or 2 should be.
2,
So it's
4.
that's gonna be 4.
Yeah. Obviously, he loses. And has to disengage. So you've got to go back half a move.
Do you have to test for that, or
No, you got to, and that you should have done that too, by the way. So you've actually should be a full move back. Because you got to go half a move because you've got to disconnect from the battle.
Oh, okay?
Because
I'll
you
go
can't
back
you can't be in contact after the fight. No, it's only half a move, Achilles. So it's only 4 inches.
Oh.
And you can't come within an inch of another unit. This is going to be a problem now because now you do have to check, and you took 4 casualties. Are you within 12 inches of your guy? You are. Look at that. So that's net -3. 7 or better on the courage check.
2 dice, right?
Yep.
He made it.
Yes, he's fine.
Okay.
The Space Marines also do owe a courage check. I don't think they can fail. Yeah, because their leader's right there. So, yeah, 3 or better. Anything but snake eyes. Sorry. But that's a
And then
dead
these
Space
guys-
Marine.
And then these guys passed, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, those guys are next. But they're going to have to come in, move these guys individually, Achilles, because otherwise you're going to you're going to bump into that. So we go, yeah. All right. So you can see how they shape up.
Achilles, you have a die roller right here.
What are you talking about? I'm not even on that side of the board, Robert. My
That's
guys are all over here.
So
Well,
Hey.
well, tell you what, I'll use the one I want to use.
What's up, Mike?
I was just going to ask you, did we need to go back and do a wild charge for Chrono's second one, or if we're going to
No, we're going to
pass
just
it?
keep...
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, we'll just keep
Okay.
rolling.
I just wanted to ask the question. I didn't care either way. I
Yeah.
just
All right.
didn't
So
want us to.
we got this going. 10 for 4s, both ways, gents.
seven.
Nothing.
2.
7 is 3. Achilles, pull yourself back 6 inches, or 4 inches, sorry.
Get 'em all.
3.
4 inches.
Yeah, 4 inches. Leader is there. He is there. So that's 2, 6 or better on your Valor roll. Yes. All right, so those guys charged in. Those guys charged in. These guys also charge in if they can stay outside of 1 inch, which they can. So this guy's going to go like that. Pow. And then biff the other guy's right behind it.
Okay.
Wild charges is wicked.
Yeah, I wish we had those blade thingies, though, because that really helped.
Yep. I took it away so you could have more guys. You can't get that. Can you?
Can I get there?
Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
I took them away so you could buy more guys.
Ah.
I wanted hordes. Which is what we have.
We do indeed.
Besides the fact, unlike the previous game, your guys are inexhaustible.
Yeah, that's very true.
There will always be more orcs.
Okay.
All right. Can we do that? Can we do that? Very good. Got it. Same deal. 10 for 10.
10 for 4.
Yeah, 10 each way. 4 looking for 4s. Robert hits for 5. How many did you hit for?
6.
6. That is another one. And so you said you hit for 6, Achilles?
Yes, sir.
What is the retreat? That's Chrono. What's the retreat? Is it the number of hits you score, or is it the number of guys you kill?
Ending. The unit that lost the most strength points during the attack must retreat.
Lost the most strength points. Yeah. Okay. You got to go back off the wall, Robert.
How much did Robert hit him for?
5.
That's gonna kill 2 of his guys.
Right, but that's what I was saying. But he got hit for 6.
But he only lost.
You only lost
That was
3
my.
points,
That was
right?
so you take strength points to be. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right.
Is this the 10?
Yeah. Yep.
Area 10 points.
All right, so he loses 1, but the orcs take off 2.
Yep.
And they must retreat.
Okay.
Again, 4.
Oops.
No moving Space Marines. What's the matter with you?
Is that a Space Marine? I'm sorry.
Put the Space Marines down.
I can't see them very well, so I can't tell who's mine and who's his. All right, is this guy mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaker. Okay. And they go 4
4.
or
4.
8?
It's 4.
Oh crap!
Yeah, you should have moved the guys to the back.
Yeah, should have done that. Okay. All right.
Or the whole group. That's fine, too. There you go. And when you get back there, you're going to check. I'm assuming, again, leader is in range. Yeah, there he is. Yep. Took only 2, so that's a net -1. So you need a 5 or better.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, didn't make it.
So that's another 4 inches back, and you get a bad thing, as it were.
Okay.
That's a lot of orcs. All right, you got 3 other guys. Now you got to do stuff. Well, I guess it depends what you're going to do.
All right. Let's see. We're going to be moving.
Mm-hmm. This really is a great system. Hey, Andrew. Oh, thanks, Tom. Glad you could see it. Tom, I just want it noted that despite the record of history, these orcs have declined to advance from the direction of Islandwana. Not to say they were ever at Islandwana.
Cheaters.
Yeah, what would Vance call them, Robert?
Cheaters.
Cheating bastards.
Okay. For unit cohesion, they need to be within
3 inches
12,
of 3 inches
of a different group
No, of each other.
of each other.
They can go
yeah.
from a perspective of each unit. They can go wherever they want.
Okay.
Man, he gets to move for free.
Yep. Orcs are motivated. Well, let's grant them that.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, that's all of it. Turn 2. That is now 2 points. 2 big points.
Yeah, but we got.
Yeah,
6.
you bagged 2 space. No, you got none. You got to take out the whole unit to get those
I thought it was per
unit.
per unit.
Look, you did good. Bagging 2 Space Marines in the first couple turns.
I thought we get the points for each one of them because they're hard to kill.
They're well. Once again, do you remember that you're infinite? Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Robert.
We will try and move
Foxtrot. Remember, you might want to think about stuff that's free first.
Like shooting me.
Oh, I get a free move.
You get you're gonna take. Is that gonna be your free? Okay, got it. Because shooting is free too.
Oh, shooting is free too?
For you.
You.
Well, I get a free move here, so.
Yeah. You do indeed. Just to the wall, though. There you go. What does trouble me is I don't like orcs rolling my dice, which is because I am a blood angel. There. Now you have WA dice.
It's on top of the roller.
There. All right, so they're there. That was Foxtrot. What else you got?
If I shoot, that's all I can do for the
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Do I call in the orbital nuke? Oh, that's over here. I will shoot.
Robert rolled his commander is a maneuvers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why he got a free move for Foxtrot.
Yeah. Okay.
I should have taken a free move on Delta, but then roll for Foxtrot.
My hero thing that only applies to the commander of the unit that he's attached to.
Correct.
Okay.
Oops.
What the heck? What was that?
That's not what I meant to do.
What are you doing though?
I was going to see if I can get Foxtrot the hell, or Delta the hell out of it.
Okay, to move. Got it. You can.
Yep.
They have decided that being at that corner is a bad plan. Because there are orcs there.
I had enough movement. Can I move Foxtrot over further to their left?
To their left, sure, yeah.
And Echo can try and drop the bomb over here.
Just curious what the range is. I know it doesn't matter for the range. Oh yeah, you are out. Yep.
Squad Echo.
Yeah. Either way, that's a prudential move. I really want to take a hard look at this. How do you read that thing, Chrono? I know it's an 8+ to get it, right?
Let me find the roll. Hold on.
Yeah, let's have a peek.
That's a roll of 8. You can make a shoot action. Yeah.
And it hits on a what?
4+.
Okay. So he needs an 8 that is modifiable if he's got his leader nearby. Does he?
Yeah.
Where's dude? There he is. Yeah, he's right there. So 7 or better to call it a nuke.
Nope.
No nukes. Next card. Achilles. First thing you got to do is deal with this.
Okay.
You need a 4+ to sort it out. Yes. That is all they can do for this turn, but they're back.
Okay.
You have no wild charges, so it's up to you to do whatever you want to do.
Okay. I guess we will move. Seems like a wise thing to do now. When they get to this wall, they have to stop.
Correct. Orcs in the wire tunnel.
Doesn't do me any good at all to go in that building. So.
Just so that you don't feel cheated. I assume that orcs are just as smart as humans in this respect and can punch holes in the walls and shoot out of it.
Yeah, but our shooting sucks.
Okay,
so...
okay. On that basis, understood.
We kind of just die if we start shooting.
Yeah, so getting into a firefight is indeed a poor choice.
Mm-hmm. All right, they can't do anything. And this is a different group, but I got to stay an inch away, so I think that's all I can do.
Cheering for the Xenos. We got more people cheering for the Xenos, I swear.
They should.
Next card. OJ.
One second. Alright, can I shoot from outside the window? Or is that melee only?
Where are you now? You mean you want to shoot through
Inside
this
the
window?
building. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright. Might as well take that shot.
All right.
I fire. Can I firefight?
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
I will fire.
You will. No, you can't because you're in this.
Okay. Double
Yep.
check.
I don't think suppressed units get to rally or get to a firefight.
Let me see. Yeah, it can only activate. It can only be activated to rally. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Therefore, shooting is free. 10 dice, I assume. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 10 dice for 4 or better, and no bonus armor.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1, 2,
5,
3,
6.
4, 5, 6.
3 more. Alright. Do they have a minus because they're suppressed?
For checking courage.
I don't think so. Maybe they do. They're still not at half, which is critical.
Well, they are at. No, they aren't.
No, they're at 6. Okay, are you going to try to do math over there now? I don't recommend it.
No, I'm looking at it from behind the
There you go.
from behind the marker, and there was a guy hidden.
Commander, strength point, half. No negative for being suppressed. But they do have to take a check. They just took 3 hits. Their courage,
Commander's in range.
they are in range. So that's 2. They need a 6 or better. Yep.
They pass that one, so they don't have to take further penalties.
Yeah, they don't have to. They don't have to go scooting. All right, OJ, that was 1 for you. Next.
Yep. Are these guys up against the wall protected, or?
Yep.
They should be.
They're gonna get cover.
We'll still take a shot at them.
Yeah, I would have thought so. 10 for. That is 10 dice for 4s or better.
We're going to try. They're trying firefight.
That's 5. We'll remember that. And they can firefight. What do you got? You got 10 dice for 7 or better.
Wait. No, that's my.
Oh, that's your shoot ability. That's right. 10 dice.
For 6s.
6. Yeah, it's still not good.
It's something.
10 dice for 7 would have sucked.
Yeah, it would have
even
been
more.
worse.
Oh my god.
5.
Still doesn't hurt him. But
Yes, it does.
No, yeah, it does.
Does?
I kept forgetting they don't get the armor
I'm
this
against,
way.
I'm against the wall, so.
Yeah. Pew, got a guy. Look at that. Still did more damage to you. Although
Always
did it?
will.
Did it?
I have
That's
plus 1
only
armor.
1.
I think I got 5.
Yeah, you got 5, which means with a +2 armor.
The +2 from the wall or
Yeah,
+1?
those bags are heavy. So yeah, that's a 4. So that's 1 each. All right. So both do have to check.
You have to check if you get hit by
Are
shooting
you in
regardless.
range? Yeah. Well, even if it doesn't do damage, you have to check. Nope.
On the other side.
Yeah. So
They
that's
are on the
a-
other side of the
Yeah.
building.
So 4 better.
Oh, they rolled 4 dice. What am I doing?
Oh, wee. That leader is a kind of a big deal. And now Mike, you need a 3, I think. Yeah.
Where's their leader? Well, +1. Where's their leader? Oh, is he in the building?
Yeah, he's in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're in range then.
Yeah, 3 or better.
Are they? Actually, they might be out. Where's their closest model?
Right there.
Yeah, it's be right there.
Easy.
This guy. Oh, yeah, right there.
Anything but snake eyes.
Got it.
I'm impressed by the display of orc shooting, though.
Yeah, that was remarkable. Oh, that's dead guy.
They're angry that they're getting shot at.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not fair. You got to come over here.
Continue, Mike.
All right, then it's just these guys.
Charlie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That ain't gonna be such a nice shot. But it is long range, so I get an extra armor. 10 dice, 4, 5, 6. Heavy weapon though, so 6s are 2 hits.
Oh,
And no sixes again.
Wow, 2, which means
But-
nothing.
I do got a test, though, 'cause I got hit by
Yeah.
shooting.
4 or better.
Well, 3. Well, 3, because I have my leader there. Right?
Oh yeah.
I say as I roll a 1 on one of my dice.
Wow. Did you bring the wrong ammo boxes? Holy cow, OJ. That was bad. Fortunately, there's only one more card in the deck and it belongs. Oh, it's Chronologist. This could be bad.
These guys to rally, so
Yep. What do we got here? 4s?
yeah,
3. 3 actually.
sweet sir.
They're back.
hold the 9. So
They're back, but they're there.
these guys are going to move over the wall.
Timeout. They're at the wall.
Yeah,
Not a wild charge. Continue.
like yeah. So
I was just checking the wild charge. That's all.
Now they're definitely in wild charge range.
Do you think?
They're getting very close.
All right. Zoom.
These orcs are zooming.
They be zooming.
They are red.
That goes. Watch your 1 inch on this.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't pass the 1 inch period, or just have to.
You may
end up
never get
outside.
within. You may never get within 1 inch.
Okay, well, I'll move this guy last then,
Yeah.
because the geometry is
The geometry's against you that way.
yes. Not quite the wall. They're getting there.
You got to get at least half the figures to the wall. So.
Yeah.
All right. That's everybody. Flip. This is. Well, the Space Marines still have a lead as we enter turn 4.
You've killed 3 Space Marines for a lot of orcs, so that's like a moral victory.
Yeah. Oh no. The moral victory was you're shooting one down.
I know.
Shooting down a Space Marine is no small task. Here we go. You
Hey.
again.
Uh-oh.
Cannot. Well, I think I can wild charge, but I had to hit him over the wall.
Yeah, you do.
So let me see.
I think you can test either of them. Nope.
No,
he's
this guy's
never in.
not. I'll
You're right
test.
back.
I'll start with this guy here.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He passes. He's going in.
Roar. 10 and 10 for 4s.
I'm gonna wrap him.
I love it.
Yep.
4s are for 5 for me.
4s.
'Cause that
You're
does
looking at
5+.
the wrong one, Mike. Go down to your attack value.
You're into your defense value.
yeah.
Defense is when you're defending against melee.
Yeah, well, he's 4 and 4 either way.
Yeah. Well, 3s.
Nothing. How about you, Mike? How much you hit him for?
3 hits.
That's 1.
He did inflicted 1 on me.
Which means you got to go 4 inches back and check.
Tragic.
One hit commander in range.
At this point, I believe he still is. Yes.
All right. So it's
Let me
just
do
1 hit,
that.
4 or better.
What'd you do, Chrono? What'd you do?
He wild
Ran
charged
into-
and got punched in the face.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, you keep making those skin in my teeth. Come
Man.
on.
There it is.
Do these guys have to wild
They
charge?
they are they should be 8. They
No,
should
remember
be exactly
they-
8.
Yeah. Oh, are they? Yeah. So that's a wild.
They
it's a
should
wild-
be.
He-
They may not be because of the vagaries.
No, but the logic of it is that they are. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
salt check for them.
So you got them? Okay. Nope.
Or they stand there.
Yeah, they stand there.
They are
and
standing. They are standing in their field. They're going to attempt to do this, I
do
guess.
their wild charge thing.
Yeah. And they do.
Mm-hmm.
They have to stop at the wall.
They do,
Right.
but you're at the wall, so you can fight.
I'll just turn like this.
I like it. Which is going to make you really hard to hit, to be honest. Mike. All right. It's 10 for 4s, both sides.
Oh boy.
There we go.
Nothing.
Hit
7 hits,
hit him
I
for
think.
4.
Yeah, it's not enough because he's got the cover. And so
And
how much you
8.
hit him for? You hit him for 8?
8.
4.
Yeah.
Retreat half.
Oh, let me let you grab those
Clear.
guys first.
What
Obviously, they
color
got.
of blood do orcs have?
Red.
Yeah, it is actually.
Makes no sense because they're fungal. They're fungi, but whatever.
Well, yeah, it's like, oh, well, once again, that's what's going to be the problem.
Ooh, no 8.
8, that's fine. Yeah, 4
Plus 1,
plus, so it's 0.
3.
Yeah,
I think it just makes it again.
8. Yeah, you needed a 7.
I keep doing that
Needed
barely.
a 7. All right, so that
Play
leaves
a
you with
few-
just that dude. in
These
there.
2.
Zoom. Not as prosperous a turn as the last. Here we go. Robert.
Okay. Free move Delta.
Free move Delta. To the wall.
To the wall. To the wall. To the wall.
Next.
To the wall.
Shooty.
Mm-hmm. Hard cover. But nonetheless. That a heavy weapon guy? Yeah, it is. That is 10 for 4s, and 6s count 2.
Who's shooting that?
Those boys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They do a bonus of being behind cover.
Yeah,
so
and they've also got a bonus for range, so they've actually got 3 net armor. How many did you hit them for, Robert? 8?
8.
1 hit.
Man.
Yeah,
Seems like 8 would have killed a lot more of them.
no, heavy for the bags, and because he fired at a long range. But that is still a check. In range, yeah, leader.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Okay, check. So no net. You need 4. 2 dice for 4. Yep. Robert, next.
Echo will fire here.
Yeah, I thought you might. That's not complex. 10 dice for 4.
Ooh, I rolled the wrong.
6.
2, 3, 4, 5,
3.
6 hits, though.
Who's he shooting at?
These guys.
Oh, I'm gonna try and firefight that. So
Yep, go ahead. Yes.
I do.
10 dice for 6s.
6s.
Nothing.
Close, no cigar.
Doesn't even cause a check, interestingly. All right. So you have to check against a 3 in range of... Where's Chesty at? There he is. I assume that's range? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
So it's a net 2, 6 or better. Again. Still whittling away. All right. That it for you, Robert, right?
Yep.
Next. OJ.
Right. We'll take this shot here first.
Youch. Yeah. 10 dice, 4, 5, 6. That's a heavy weapon. 6s are double.
Yeah, well, my heavy weapon won't hit. Yeah, no 6s. 6 hits, though.
Yep.
Is that bad? These guys? Let me firefight that really quick.
Yep.
No,
Nope.
not even close.
All right, so you're going to have to roll 1 die for this. And you can't hit it, I don't think. 3, you get 2, your current... Yeah, no, 1 die, you need a 6. Nope.
Nope.
Broken.
No, that's that.
I got him. Half move.
That's Chesty.
And
Next for you,
Bravo
Mike.
squad against these guys.
10 dice, 4 or better.
Firefight.
1, 2, 3,
5
4,
hits.
5.
Go ahead.
Only 1. That will make him take. It will
Yeah.
make him test though. So.
Yeah, it does make a test, but you're testing on 1 die.
I below half.
Yep. No, it's half or below. It's 5 or below. Yes. Nice job.
Oh,
Failed.
Oh! Oh my goodness! Wow! Half move back and broken. I mean, you'll rally out of it quick, but to the center. To the center, Mike. There you go. Wow. That's not something you see every day. The one nice thing, you have back into the fight or into the fray, which means if you rally, which you should, if you rally, you get to activate that turn.
All right. And the guys inside the building are going to shoot out here toward these boys. Best these boys outside.
Mm-hmm.
I firefight return.
Uh-huh. 4 hits for Mike. 2.
2 hits. I don't do anything to him, but he's test again.
Test, Mike.
Am I below half there again?
Yep.
Yes.
There. I should pass. 7.
5. Will 5 do it?
Fit. Nope. You took 2. I don't think you're in range. You're definitely not. So that's going to push them back.
What was that thing about voluntarily?
Anybody that
eliminating
is in this status, this fire thing, you can automatically pull them off the board in exchange for a fresh unit.
Ah, okay.
I'm getting a shot of that. It's not every day you see a space marine with bad morale. Not every day. Speaking of whom, Achilles, you're up again.
Hey.
Any wild charges?
No, I'm
This guy's at the
definitely
wall.
not close enough.
Nope.
Be right back.
Away you go, sir.
Okay. These guys are at the wall, so they can go over it, right?
Yes, they can. This is not the first Zulu. I keep saying Zulus. This is not the first orcs in the wall.
Eh,
I got him.
Let's see which of these guys is closer to 6. Oh, it's going to be these guys. Okay.
Yeah, that you're making a good point, Has, except Achilles' reasoning is pretty hard to assail.
Oh, what it has want me to do?
He's like, we made the buildings enterable and nobody enters them. Well, first of all, it's not true. OJ is over here in the hospital.
Oh, that's true. Well, if there was a reason to go in there, but
No,
there
but
isn't.
I said the orcs are, they'll firefight if the opportunity arises, but
Yeah, I don't see any
making
benefit.
that a regular order of business seems like a bad plan.
Yeah, I mean, even shooting, I mean, on your phase to shoot is a mistake because they'll firefight, which means they get to shoot you,
Mm-hmm.
and their shooting is almost always going to be better than yours. So, so yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do that. Okay. Let me keep everybody an inch away here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how close these guys can get. Actually, no, these guys are at that wall,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they could go over.
I figured that's what you were up to. You want to create a little more of a bunch with them. They shouldn't
Yeah.
be in a line that way.
Yeah, I'll fix them here.
Yeah, I'll fix them.
I'll fix them. Dang it. You boys get over there like you're supposed to be.
Pay attention.
Try to get most of them in. There we go. And fix these guys. All right.
Widespread laughing.
That inch away from everybody. Yep. Okay. And that should be all mine.
That takes us to another turn. That's another turn, kids.
Another point.
I shuffle. I play.
Yeah, but
Chrono.
Chrono, if we wipe out just one of their units, how many points is that? That's like 15,
Chrono, you got to do your rallies first.
30, or whatever it is.
Oh, okay, that was a wild charge test, but I will do rallies.
Yeah, because you got to do your rally here and there, and it's And that's gonna.
They rally, but I'm
No,
going to pull these guys off.
They don't rally. It's a 1 die.
Oh, that's right. No.
Nope. And so they lose a guy and have to retreat.
Just yank them.
They also fail.
I'm going to yank these guys.
Yeah, when are you supposed to do that? What is that
It's
scenario?
a scenario. It's a scenario thing.
Yeah,
so.
let me look it up. Special rules. It's right now. It's when you fail the courage test. There you go.
I might try and keep this. Well, he's gonna get shot up this turn anyway, so rip to the leader.
All right, and they come in as okay. Here's something we haven't looked at. When do reinforcements come in?
Yeah.
1 to 3, it's 2 turns. And
Oh, that's
4
it.
to
Thank
6.
you. That's right. So
I'll roll for first squad.
first squad. That's 3 turns.
And squad after that.
Also 3 turns. Let me build you 2 squads super quick. These are chesties, boys, right?
Yep, these are all just these boys. In the meantime, my wild charge is going in.
Yeah, one of their squads is worth what, 15 points?
It's not 15. It's a fair amount though. You're right about it.
I was thinking that each one of them was worth 3. So
No, each of the Space Marines is worth 2. The unit,
Oh, 2.
the whole unit.
Okay.
So you've got to put a real hurt on them.
Man. Oh, given that math, I'm not really sure how you do it then.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these boys will join us.
That's a lot. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Oh, I put too many in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Thank you.
We'll make the second one. That's going to show up.
And these guys are in 3 turns. What I actually meant by my question was, when is the reinforcement phase?
That's a good point.
That's something I've not encountered.
It'd be the scenario rules, I suppose.
No, it's actually part of the game turn.
I suppose they probably just come out at the beginning of the turn.
Let's see here. If only Kindle had a search function.
I'm going to test my other wild charges one. Well, I have to resolve this
you
one
got to
first.
resolve it. Hang on. It'll specify. You must make it. Yeah, on that turn, you have to make an ordered activation to arrive.
Okay, makes sense.
And you can do it obviously from any of the board edges. So those guys are coming in. You have made a wild charge. Ooh, that's a wicked thing, because I think
They hit me on 6s now.
Oh, that's right. 10
Press
dice,
units.
10 dice, Mike, but you only hit on a 6.
Doesn't he only get 4, 5?
No, they're above half strength, aren't they?
No, they're not.
No.
5
Oh,
dice.
damn.
5
You're
dice.
at 4.
Damn.
You can't. You can, but you almost can't hurt him.
Oh, you're at 5, I guess. Yes.
I put 1 hit on him.
Which doesn't matter.
Damn.
And he
killed one
hits
of mine.
you. Yeah, it kills you for 1. So he loses none. So Chrono, you've got to go back 4 and check, which is also going to fail. So go back 8. And this is where you should, if you want to, pop him off. It
Might
actually
as
is.
well.
Yep, pop him off too.
I don't know how we're supposed to win this at this point. We're just racking points up.
Well, none of this gives them points. The only thing they get points for is this.
Is the turn going by?
Okay.
That's all. None
So,
of this.
but-
That's the key to it.
But if you do the math,
that's-
Chrono, think of it,
Yeah.
if we wipe out 2 of their squads,
8
that would
points.
be
Before, yeah. So if you take
that would
out,
only be 4 points, right?
right.
So that would only be worth 4 turns.
Let me do the math real quick, because they actually may be 3-pointers. Oh, wait a minute. What is routed? What is routed? Oh, okay, that's if it leaves the table. Got it. I see. Okay. All right, let me do some math real quick. These are 24 points. Yeah, these are 8s. Yeah, each of there's 3 squads in each, and it's a 24 points, so these things are worth 8 each. Some of these might be, some of them are unbalanced. Some of them are worth 3. The heavy weapon squads are worth more.
Okay, I have 2 more wild charge tests to make.
Okay.
And
Great.
this guy rolled a 3 for his coming back in, so he'll be back in 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go, Chrono. If we took out a 3-point squad and an 8-point squad, that would be 11 turns worth right there.
There you go. Away they go.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to hit armor 6, so probably not going to happen.
All right. 10 to 10, yeah.
Yep. One, two, three. No, I fall short again.
Mike or Robert, whoever that is.
Me.
Mike. Yeah.
Ors, right?
Mm-hmm.
2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6.
The heavy weapon mainly.
Heavy doesn't work. That's only shooting.
Okay.
All right, that's back 4 inches in a test. And he will pass.
Barely.
Mm-hmm.
And my other wild charge. And there you go. Really
Alright.
good. It's good to do.
Let's call this. Let's do a little thing here. The melee bags are light cover. We'll call them at a 1. See what happens.
Three, don't do anything.
Yeah,
I got 3 hits.
which is 1.
Didn't help.
Seems not to have helped, but we'll see what happens. Well, that was just
It
bad
did,
rolling both ways.
I'm about to say, yeah, it did. I got a bad roll out of it.
Yeah, right. 4 inches back in a test for those fellas. That's a failure. So that's 8 inches and broken. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. Robert.
Free move. I'll snug them up.
Mm-hmm. Did fine.
This 1 inch is going to drive me nuts. That'll take them out an inch. Foxtrot will fire on these guys.
All right, where's Foxtrot at? They're the ones with heavy weapon. That's what I was checking. 10 dice.
One, two, three,
4, 5. 2. All right, in this case, Achilles, this is now a 1 die check. And you're going to need a 5 or 6. Yes? All right.
And Echo. We'll fire these guys.
Where's Echo at? There they are. Thanks.
In the corner.
Yep, 10 dice, 4, 5, 6. And,
Yeah.
yep,
Oh,
3.
3.
2.
2, not enough to hit him, but enough to make him check. So, Chrono, you're checking for a... Oh, you took Chesty off?
Yep.
That's 1, 5. That's exactly what you needed. And you have to check too, Robert, because you were pinged. Anything but snake eyes. Okay. That all of it?
That's all of it.
Achilles.
Hey, these guys have got to be in wild charge.
Yeah. They're who. I wish them well. Two dice. They need to get a 5 or better.
To those who are about to die, we salute you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they're
well-
orcs, man. That's their thing.
Their job is to
They're
block the way.
They're in. In they come.
Okay. So,
There they are. All right, so this is 5 dice for 4, 5, 6. And over here, Squad Delta is coming back with 10 dice for 4, 5, 6.
4.
who?
All right, so they will move back 4 inches. And now they will take a courage test on 1 die, which they cannot pass because they're at below half. Oh, no, that's right. They can't. They can get a 6. No. You want to take them off?
Yes, please.
All right. Let's build those guys. See here. Oop, oop, oop.
I gotta go grab my phone charger.
I thought you said he was going to go grab his grandma. I don't know why.
I thought he said
I
that
was
too.
too.
Oh my god.
All right. All right. 1 die to figure out what turn they come in on.
Let's see. It was a shared delusion, I suppose.
I guess. Shared mishearing.
2 turns.
2 turns. All right. Continue.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna move
Mm-hmm.
these gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
That's good.
There.
'Cause this dude can't be in and out of the house. So just put him
These guys have to stop when they get here.
there. Mm-hmm.
Those guys are stopping at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then those guys are done. Okay, so that should be all of them.
All right. Next. OJ.
Yep. All right. So first rally.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure do.
There we go.
And now you are able to activate them.
That's an auto activator. I have.
No, yeah, it's you don't lose the way everybody else does. It's your regular activations, whatever they may be.
Right. Okay. So I want to fire over here then.
Mm-hmm. At those guys there, yep. That's 10 dice, 4, 5, 6. Chrono, I'm assuming you're in a firefight.
There we go. 1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that's
Those are
right.
the sixes.
All right, yeah, it's a firefight.
And do nothing, but
Oh, you got a hit.
You got 2 hits. How many did you get?
He had to roll 6s, didn't he?
No.
you have to roll 6s. So yeah,
Why do you have? Oh, well, no. I mean, you roll the dice. You need 4s to hit him.
no, you need 6s.
No. You need 6s. This is a shooting thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So 1 hit. So he does have to indeed check, but we'll start here with Chrono's check. 3 down, 1 die. Yeah. Pull him off.
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
And he'll be on 3 turns.
I'm going to delete a bunch of guys because we now have I just realized we have a lovely bunch of coconuts that are all ready to go. All right. Is Chesty with one of these groups?
Yeah, he should be with
The one in the middle here?
yeah,
the
it
two.
doesn't matter, but yeah, the models there.
Just in terms of when he comes in. All right. Okay. So, all right, OJ, you did that. You do owe a check, OJ.
Ah.
Yep.
6.
Go ahead.
All right. So the guys in the building have nothing to do. So it's just gonna be Bravo Squad. To activate.
What are they going to do?
Move.
Okay.
Get them right up over.
All right, that's your 3 guys. All right, go.
Yep.
All right, we'll run one more turn and see where we're at. Chrono.
Well, I guess I'll try and rally.
This guy clicks down. This guy clicks down.
5 do it.
That guy. I'm sorry, I'm just decrementing your free guys. Making sure they're ready to come in. What do you got?
5 done.
You got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're about
Yeah, they're
roll
fine.
to it.
Yeah, they're back. They're stuck there though.
Yeah, that's all I got. So whoever's next.
All right. OJ.
Fire.
10 dice.
Another squad.
Firefight, I'm sure.
Oh no.
Yep.
Right.
And the do.
10 dice, 4, 5, 6 for OJ, and 6s for Chrono.
Nothing.
1, 2, 3,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8, he's got heavy weapons.
Oh.
That's 4.
And pull them off, I guess. No point.
Yeah.
And the shove in 3 turns.
Since Chesty's boys are already good. All right. OJ?
I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't have anything else I can do
All right.
because I can't shoot over toward Robert's guys because
They're in the way.
line of sight. So, yep.
Robert?
Delta, firing here.
10 dice, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 more. All right, that's a 1 die check, and you're going to need a 5 or a 6. pull them off.
Yeah, please.
1d6. Just run through the ritual.
It's like Achilles' guys are all
3.
crowded up, hiding here behind the building.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I don't want to go out. You go out.
Yeah, you
No,
go out. What do you got there?
We just saw all of Chesty's boys run away.
10 dice
Wow.
for 10 dice 4, 5, 6. They're gonna get 2 points of armor.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah,
1,
well,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So, oh, that's heavy weapons. Okay.
Yep.
8. Their armor is 4. That's 2.
Oh no, it's not. Excuse me.
Okay, so it's 4.
It's 6.
6. Okay, their armor is 4. 1 guy. You do have to check. That's a 2-die check for you, Achilles.
Okay.
Pass. Robert,
Now, weapons will fire.
at these boys.
Yeah.
10 dice 4, 5, 6.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Armor is. Oh, what's the range? Inside 12. All right. So I'm sorry, Robert. You said 7.
I believe so.
Is that with your heavy weapon?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. 7. Yeah, with the heavy weapon. All right. So their armor is 3. So that's 2. 2-die check, Achilles. Pass. Robert.
That should be it.
All right.
Delta fired and broke them. Yep.
And Achilles, bring it home.
Okay. All right. Over the wall.
Over one wall into the well.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually,
I figured
that's
that
not,
was the
that's,
same thing.
that's not a well. That's actually the last
I know.
readout. Yeah.
It was a joke. I figured they were protecting the water well.
There you go. There you go. Not so. Not so.
Okay.
All right. So, given the present circumstance, which means we are flipping over to turn 7, even if the orcs wipe out all 3 space marines in a platoon, they're still going to lose. And they're obviously going to take more casualties before then, and more turns will advance. So the question is, I think I'm comfortable cutting this to light cover. But what else should happen to balance the scenario?
This is kind of like the one that we did the other week, right? Where it just didn't seem like the orcs had quite enough oomph to meet their objectives.
Well, part of the problem is that Chrono faced 4 squads by himself.
I mean, I only ever really fought 3. I didn't get too much fire. By the time these guys were shooting at me, it was pretty much already rolled up.
Yeah.
Honestly, the biggest thing for me, right, for this was like heavy cover just makes it impossible for me to do much.
Right. So we dropped that to light, which that makes good sense.
What if, just out of curiosity, what if there was another set of orcs coming from this direction at the same time? I mean, because what my point is part of the problem, and maybe they could have laid out things a little bit different, but they're basically only coming from two directions, which
Well, that was their
allowed us to
choice.
concentrate. No,
It
that's
was
what
our
I'm saying.
choice,
So-
yeah.
Okay, so they could have
That
also
that
units
frankly
here.
was an orc mistake.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not.
Was it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
I'm
you
not so
gave
sure about that. But,
you gave them a single space they could face off and shoot. You came through a funnel.
I mean,
No, I don't think so. We came from two directions basically. Well, actually, Chrono came from kind of three directions, but we could have concentrated, say, for example, on this corner and had both forces. But because of unit cohesion too, we can't. It's not like we can spread out all the way out here and
Yes, you
come
can.
from. I thought we had to be within 3 inches of each other or whatever.
No, remember we talked about that back here.
Within your unit.
Within your unit. You can be anywhere you want to be.
So, like, Shaker's Mob could essentially have one group up here, one group over
Yep.
here, one group over here.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, that would have made a difference because I didn't realize that. I thought they had to be closer to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would have been a lot worse if I hadn't oopsed and moved up to the wall here.
Actually, I don't know that was a bad thing, because you got
two of his guys killed.
Well, got two of his guys killed, but it kind of focused a lot of Achilles' forces up into that corner with wild charges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that's true. It magnet balled the wild charges for sure.
Achilles was looking to get around this side of the barn or building, and if he would have gone in with Chrono, they would have maybe had five?
Yeah.
5 platoons. I'm just saying. I don't know that was a terrible thing. I think in hindsight,
part of our problem with the orcs is we get wild charge, so we can't. So if I'm coming up here, my original intent was to get up and over this wall to negate it, and then start chewing through. But then it's like, well, I have to wild charge or stand and do nothing. So I basically just end up wild charging and having to fight over the wall, which is part of the problem.
And then, of course, you get to the thing, and I've not watched his video yet, but there is a pretty big conversation. Okay, I just exaggerated. There is a conversation going on within the Xenos Rampant community as to whether or not elites are too powerful. These are elites. The Space Marines. There's I'll say something stupid. There are not Space Marines in Xenos Rampant. They're just a type, right? And they are elites. And the thing with elites is just taking a look at a squad. That armor of 4, and if you give them so much as 1 level of cover, that's a lot of hits. Now it can happen. We saw it. In fact, this thing over here, that damage over here, that was downright spooky for the Space Marines. I thought they were in trouble. But,
Well, another thing is the sequencing. Because the sequencing, because when he got hit over here and then started backing off to get back to this wall over here, his card came up before my card did each time.
Okay.
So as that happened, now if at any of those points it had not, I would have hit him again out in the open with just his 3 guys. So it could have made a difference there. So
yes.
So the sequencing matters too. But I think either having the heavy weapons makes it, was a little bit of an advantage, but I'm not sure how much that matters. For the orcs, not having that those blade things
really hurts us.
Really matters. Yeah,
against elites especially.
Okay, good.
Because that basically lets them treat their armor as 1 lower. So in the open, they go down to armor 3, and we negate one of the buffs from soft cover. So that makes it a little bit easier for us to land hits.
Yeah, I think that
how
makes
much do high-powered blades cost?
+1.
Okay, so what you're saying, and I'm completely open to that.
I have to run through it and see how it plays, but
Yeah,
So
I mean,
what would it have cost? Like losing one of these
these are
platoons?
each. I was my
There's
goal.
four.
My goal was to create as many orcs as I could.
Hmm.
Right.
Well, they're infinite, so in that sense,
Well,
it
but I
doesn't
mean,
matter
also
to
in
us,
terms
right?
of swarming across the field, right?
Sure.
That was my intention. Now let me take a look here.
What was the ratio on for points?
It's even. It's intended. It's supposed to be even because the orcs are infinite. So it's 1 point per unit.
If Field Marshal Montgomery was in charge of the orcs, would he attack?
Not before he laid down an artillery barrage that lasted 6 weeks.
I'm convinced that he wouldn't attack unless he has three or more, 3-1 or more. It's nighttime. The enemy has no patrols out. They're all asleep in camp.
Yeah.
If
So-
you had
him.
So,
If you-
so basically, if you give them high-powered blades, instead of having 10 units on a side, you're going to wind up with. So with 10 units on the side, you're going to wind up with 8.
okay,
Try that.
so they're rolling. So when they are hitting,
If
or
you're-
when they're in melee, they're rolling 8 dice instead of 10, right?
No. You get 10 units you get 8 units rather than 10.
Oh, I see. For losses and the rest of that. Yeah. Oh no,
Well,
I still think that would be, yeah, they're a little easier to wipe out as they're coming in, but since we're like, voluntarily wiping them out anyway.
Yeah. You rolled one that was 2 turns, and the rest of them were all 3 turns.
Oh shoot, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. I was wondering what was going on here, what was wrong. The reason is, and this is something that the orcs just have to do, these orcs have the non-standard size. They're not 5s, they're 10s.
Which is something that we learned from our first playthrough.
Yeah, they have increased squad size. So they run 3 points each, which is why you had 8. So if you took them to 4 points each, you'd wind up with...
He had 12, Jim.
Math is hard. So so right now they got 8 each. And let me save this real quick. We'll just take a look at it. It's actually easy to figure.
Oh, it was 10.
Yeah.
I thought it was 12.
Here we go.
Boy, am I stupid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 6.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so there's 6 on a side. They have 3 each.
That's
So
18 points.
Did I short the orcs?
I think you shorted us.
I shorted the orcs.
Aha!
We should have each had one more squad.
Which wouldn't have made a lick of difference. Which wouldn't
Well, no,
have made a
it
lick of difference.
I mean-
But you should have it. No,
we
actually,
did 2 more squads
yeah,
each.
I'll take that kick from the face.
Your dad needs some help.
Yeah, Dad needs help. What was I gonna do? I think
Well,
I was. Oh, this is where I was deliberating giving them something else.
You could go or can or something.
Yeah, a can or something. But this does open up the opportunity of asking the question. So what you're looking at here is 18 points, which means you've got 6 points in play. Each side.
Give them all high-powered blades, and you're at 24. Because that's all plus 1 point to every squad. But then you could also say, well, let's do 6 points and give them something else. Like, I don't know. I have to look at the...
I think you just give them high-powered blades and see how it runs.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
high-powered blades
I
and
think
see
so too.
rerun it and see if that helps at all. And if that doesn't,
Well,
and that still feels wonky,
If you do high-powered blades and cut the melee bags to 1 level of cover.
Yeah.
yeah, that would probably work. Need the buildings as 2, just because, they're buildings. But
Yeah, the buildings almost have to be 2, but okay. That's the note.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's got to be balanced in such a way that the orcs have a chance at hitting the elites. And again, they have a chance. I just don't know as it feels like a good one.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think, I think part of
killing
it
those
is
2 guys took a massively good roll.
Mhm.
You know,
I think part of it is if you're playing this in like a standard scenario where you're not trying to bust into a bunch of fortifications, like a bunch of berserk infantry without bonuses can probably wear down elite infantry still. I mean,
Well, this isn't far off the actual book level Last Stand scenario.
Right.
so if we were doing Isla Wandana instead of Rourke's Drift.
Well, but this again. Well, although I will say it did occur to me as I was looking at this that Dan Mersey, the author, he mentions, hey, you want to make it a really big battle? Just throw 6 guys on a base and say that's one guy.
We did do that with this London,
which is exactly what we did with Islam Delwana. Exactly. So that's.
Although the point of getting 2 more if you had 2 more squads, I probably would have thrown another 2 squads out this way, which meant that there might have been more squads to follow up on this. But
I still
because
don't.
that halved attack roll means I couldn't follow up on that. My forcing that fallback. And in order to 2 squads on this side,
I didn't have anybody covering this area all that well. I didn't have anybody up against the wall. I had them over here and one here, so you kind of had not total free, but you had a.
Yeah, but I feel like
you didn't have as difficult.
But answer your own question. If when we rerun this, and maybe we make everybody switch sides, when we rerun this, Chrono, do you want 2 more units aside, or do you want the blades, or actually 3 more units aside?
I mean, I probably want the blades, just because that high armor is really, really hard to deal with.
So
I think that's the only thing about elites that I feel super oppressive is the fact that they have that really high armor value, and then it can get higher if you put them in the right spot.
Mm-hmm. So, given that answer, I think you've kind of answered your own question about the value. I think that you really do need to make sure that. So what is what is that supposed to represent anyway?
What, elites or high-powered blades?
High-powered blades. What are they supposed to?
Let me find what it says.
Like those orky things on the front of the old guns, like those bayonets.
Like power weapons, explosives, stuff like that.
What'd you say, Robert?
Like the chainsaws.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Stuff that'll get through armor.
Well, right now we've gone back 30 years in time. The Space Marines are the Space Marines of the late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody played Space Marines because they were invincible.
I resemble that remark. All right, so what we'll do is we'll build it such that they've got the high-powered blades. Just make sure the points now work. 2, 4, 6, 8.
In theory, it's balanced in terms of points. I'm just thinking about, because you're saying there's a conversation going on. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I think the main thing about elites that I think might overpower them slightly is they're really, really hard to kill. Because you're throwing 10 dice, even when you're best, you're looking for 4s basically. So even on an average die roll, you're only really killing 1 elite per attack.
Yeah.
I think just to go back to that conversation you say is ongoing.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I don't know. It
makes sense for elites if you're trying to represent these power armored.
Yeah, because they only got 5 dudes.
Right, that's the thing. They're just so good at everything.
When you came in here and killed 2 of them, it's like, whoa, boy.
Yeah, I know. It feels good when you have to get a kill on them. Is the thing, as part of the thing. It's just also but in the end, is that make for a balanced game? I don't know. I've not played enough Xenos Rampant to know if it's necessarily that overbearing or not, or if it's just the scenarios we've played. So I have to revisit it and
So I think what we'll do is the next time we play, and I'd like to play again, is
I like the game.
Yeah, it's the next time we play this, we'll take the barriers. We'll say barriers are light cover, so they're a 1. The buildings are still heavy, and we'll give them the high-powered blades. The numbers will be the same, but we'll give them the high-powered blades. Make sense?
Yep.
All right. That's the rack. I like the system a lot.
I think it works well.
Yeah, I think
I like you can build a lot of different stuff with it.
Yeah.
I think what's interesting is we've played 3 different scenarios now,
Mm-hmm.
and in all 3 of them, it just seems like the orcs don't have enough to get the job done.
I think I might want to give them more than just Berserk Infantry, because the Berserk Infantry is all right, but it's like it means you only have one tool, and your tool is throwing your bodies at the enemy.
Yeah, well, see, now we're going to get to something that I'm surprised it's taken this long to get to. I've got a philosophical objection to modern orcs. I think these are orcs. I do want them to have.
Even old orcs had like more stuff than just driving people.
You didn't play Rogue Trader. You can't say that and have played Rogue Trader. Because the only way you were going to win with orcs in Rogue Trader and the early stuff before they balanced it, because they realized, to Robert's exact point, nobody was going to buy the minis, was that you had to throw boxes of them at the Space Marines.
You literally just bring a box and you knock the other guy out.
Right.
It's all heavy pewter still. So,
do you have painted minis? No, but I have 7 boxes of lead orcs. And I'm now going to knock you unconscious with them.
Well, I remember the good old days when you got 3 squads of Space Marines for $25.
Shoot, dude, look at this picture. Care to guess how much that many orcs was when that was first released? I looked it up. Now I realized that's money's at the time. Money changes.
Especially the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Any guesses?
I'm probably $20.
$14.99.
Oh my god, unheard of.
You know,
that's less than $1 a model.
Yeah, that was my point. It's like I was going, that's less than $1 a fig. That's so
even plastic stuff is more expensive.
Yes. And well, remember they didn't poke around with plastic, but what was the name of the other company that did? Grenadier poked around with fantasy plastics, trying to take them on. But that was not going to be space fantasy. That was going to be fantasy. So, yeah, this is well worth doing again. I think. I hope. Thanks everybody for rolling with the Audible. I do appreciate it. What are you saying, McGuire? Go gadget chainsaw armpits. Very good. Thanks everybody for hanging around. Wednesday. We'll be back for Valor and Fortitude. The Battle of Eggmool. Hopefully Jervis won't put out any new rules between then and now. Thursday, Achilles will get his next shot to try to stop the German steamroller with his doughty British in Chain of Command. And I hope next Saturday we'll come back and play some Spearhead, but who knows? Anyway, thanks a lot for those who played. Thanks to those who watched. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We'll talk soon. Pause.